What up, ET Squad? It's your boy Phoenix.
And your girl Max Steelmore.
And we back with another video. Today we gonna do something a little bit different, and we wanted to have a conversation and just talk to him about fitness and figure out if somebody was starting fresh, just never done any exercise before, anything like that. We wanted to ask him, where do you start? Where do you go? What is the path that you need to take in order to achieve the goals that you have for yourself? So without further ado, I just wanted to explain to you guys who he is to us and how we started in our relationship as family, friends, all of those good things. So Mike Kelly, this guy right here, let me just explain. Like, we grew up together, went to church together for years. I spent the night over his house. You know, we hung out, we did all sorts of stuff. Even you, with his sister, Bree.
Shout out to Bree. Hey, girl.
Yeah, it's just a family relationship. My mom and his mom built a wonderful relationship, and it just grew from there. We all, as kids, especially growing up in the church, we learned how to just work with each other and collaborate, have conversations, spend time with one another. And I appreciate him and how he played a role in my life. And I'm pretty sure, you know, you feel the same way about Bree and everything like that as well. So Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your journey?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. It's always gonna be love. Y'all know that. We go back, way back, like they said, to kids running around in church crazy and, you know, sleepovers. And then it's funny because, like Corey was saying, me and Corey were close, and then my sister and Mimi were close. So it's so crazy, you know, how it all worked out. And then me and Corey's mothers, of course, have a great friendship. I really, with my fitness journey, it all started with like me needing to be in shape for my job. I served in the military, and I never, if I wanted to control the controllables, and that's one thing I could control was my physical fitness and my ability to perform my job. So I always wanted to be in shape. I always wanted to be ready to move when I had to move and not have any limitations. So the mindset was pretty much survival. It started with survival for me. So to make a long story short, I took joy in helping other soldiers get in shape and get fit and feel good about themselves, because you wouldn't believe how many soldiers are not in shape. You know, you see the commercials and you're like, man, military, but we're regular people too. Like, there are people that are overweight. There are people that aren't physically in shape, but it's up to you to do something about it, you know. And that's kind of where my fitness journey, or my true interest in it as a profession, came, you know. So I took some time to get my certification while I was in the service, and to perfect my craft and learn some things on a more scientific level. So it wasn't just me telling somebody to lift this that many times. I actually knew what I was doing, and, you know, could give them some credible and knowledgeable advice. So that's kind of where it started for me, was in the service.
Cool. Well, let me ask this question. So in that journey of where you started from, I know that your background before the military was you played basketball. So do you think just being in sports in general, do you think that carried over into the mindset of like, okay, maybe this is like being healthy all these years, maybe this is like what's making me want to stay healthy?
Oh, definitely. All that training and those hours and preparation, it becomes habit. Like, if you start something, you don't want to stop. And I remember, you know, heading out to college when I wasn't going to play sports and those things, but that didn't stop. The gym still happened. Like, I still went, still lifted weights, still shot some hoops, you know, and did things of that nature. And like you said, that definitely played a huge role in it, because you long for that team atmosphere and that training setting. So I did what I could to mimic that, so to speak, and keep that feeling going for myself. And it definitely was an acquired feeling. It wasn't something I was just in love with right away. It took some time for it to really become a part of my lifestyle and the way I live.
Gotcha.
I feel like a lot of it probably comes from too, because with a lot of sports, there's a lot of structure. So it's like you get up at 5 a.m. and go run, and then you lift weights, take a cold shower. Like there's a bunch of structure. So I feel like it's probably just something you just kept in your mind. Hey, I gotta keep going, because once I got to college, I was like,
definitely. Definitely, because when I got there, it was funny because I found myself going to the rec center and the gym when I would normally have practice in high school. I was like, what am I doing? But it was just routine, Yep. It's just something I had done for all those years, and it was my happy place. It helped me out when I was stressed out, or when I just didn't want to deal. I was like, what? Let me go get this 2 hours to myself. I'm gonna unplug and be away from it all just for a little bit, So definitely was a safe haven as well.
That's
gotcha. Cool.
So I'm gonna dive into these questions. So I guess this is something that a lot of people, I will say, far as myself too, because I'm not like the fitness guru. Like, I'm a great cheerleader. Let's say that. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. If anybody need a fitness cheerleader, okay, this you go. But as someone who's wanting to start on a fitness journey, like just getting started, where do you start? And like, how do you start? Is it just something where you just jump into and like, oh, I'm finna go lift 50-pound weights, or I'm finna just go run a marathon, like right off the bat? Like, is there an easy way to like genuinely get into it? Or is it just something, it's like a mindset kind of like, what's your take on that?
Definitely is going to start with that mindset. You saying to yourself, okay, now it's time. I want to do whatever it is you're trying to do. I want to add 10 pounds of muscle. I want to lose 10 pounds, whatever you're trying to do. Once you establish that, then you can get into the details. You can't just say, all right, I want to go lose some weight, and then go just start lifting some weights. Well, what if that programming, what if that programming is having the opposite effect on what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
So, and then one thing I'll say too is there's tons of free research on the internet. There's this thing called Google. I don't know if y'all have heard of it.
Right.
You can type in whatever you're trying to do. And then there are people like myself. So when you want to take it a step further, or you just don't want to think about it and you want somebody else to do that for you, that's what I'm here for. That's where I come into play. So the programming and the structure of it all, diet, I can help you with that. So you don't have to think about it, So that's the purpose of your trainer, not to work miracles. And two, I want to say this while I got the floor. However long it took you to get to where you are, we are not going to fix it in 4 weeks.
Right.
I want to stop that right now. Because you get so many people, and I'm dead, like I'm so serious. I get so many people, hey, love the opening question. What are your goals? Oh, Mike, I want to lose 50 pounds, 60 pounds. And what they signed up for with me was just 4 weeks. I'm like, okay, love the goal. Your goal is mine. But we're just going to scratch the surface of that. Now, if you're really talking about losing that weight, you're going to have to commit to me a little longer than that 4 weeks. Now, we're going to definitely chip away at it. We're going to make something happen in that 4 weeks. But for you to think at the end of this, you finna, completely transform, you're setting yourself up for failure. So you got to come into it realistic and with the right mindset of, this is a journey. It is a fitness journey. Like I said, if you ate McDonald's for 5 years in a row, you can't come to me for 4 and say, all right, Mike, let's make it disappear. That's not fair. That's not fair at all,
Yeah.
But, no, it's definitely fun though. I love seeing transformation. That's the joy of it all. And not just physically, mentally, spiritually, seeing people blossom. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just to piggyback off of that, I will say one thing that I've struggled with as far as like going to the gym is like, or I'll say two things actually. So the first thing is if I go, I'll get frustrated because I'm like, am I doing it right? You know, am I doing the exercise how it's meant to be done? And I always get frustrated and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. And then the second thing is, you already know, after that first day that you work out and look, you ain't worked out in ever, and then you get up in the gym and you get to going, you wake up the next day and you be like, oh no, I ain't going back.
Yeah, the day two blues, man. I call it the day two blues.
Yeah.
With that being said, when I personally go work out at the gym, it's not my duty, but I make a point to. If I see that person that's unsure about something, I'll go shoot them some advice. Because I know what I would be thinking if I walked in and I saw Mike Kelly, 6'2", 225 pounds. He's over there moving the world, right? And I came in there. Yeah, see, maybe you already said it. See, I try to make people feel as comfortable as possible. Like, hey, when you do that, tuck your tail in a little bit. Hey, squeeze your chest, put your back taller. And then you can kind of see them, you can see the calm come over, like, oh man, okay, let me try that out. So I try to make a point to do that. And then those day two blues you were talking about, it's only gonna feel worse because you talked about day two hurting. Day three felt worse, didn't it? Day three felt worse, see, right? So you gotta keep moving. And it's not supposed to be easy. Mm-hmm. It's not. Fitness is constantly shocking your body. Giving it something because our bodies are amazing. They will adapt. If you do the same thing over and over, all right, eventually your brain is going to say, oh, you're about to get up and run 2 miles. Oh, you're going to do chest and triceps today. It's going to know what you're going to do. So it's up to you to stimulate it in different movement patterns and ranges of motion to keep shocking it. You shock it, it will transform. It will change. So don't give up on day two.
Well, see, I'm the type of person where, like I said, this cheerleader, I need a t-shirt because I'm a great cheerleader. But like I'll go and work out, and I give myself, like in my head, I'm like, ooh, 2 weeks, I'm gonna go work out for 2 weeks. But you get to that day one, like Corey said, I ain't worked out in I don't know how long. So it's like you go to the gym or just working out at home, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to, instead of doing 15 minutes, I'm gonna do 30. And it's like, oh, you hit a trainer, it's like, oh, feel the burn. It's like, oh, I feel the burn. Well, then I'll do it till I feel the burn. I'll be in the mirror, be like, oh, look at you, girl. Ooh, that girl's good. But then come the next day, I'll be like, you know what, I'm sore. I'm gonna just rest today.
Yeah. And I definitely see that too. You haven't had that feeling in a while. And it does feel good sometimes to your point. It does feel good to your point. And two, seek it again, right? Yeah. Once you get in that mindset and tell yourself, okay, it might have burnt. That felt good. It felt good to burn. You ever hear that? There's that. You ever hear guys that are bodybuilders? Oh, there's that pump. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. They found the joy in that feeling, which is what's caused them to. It's second nature, right? Those guys roll out of bed. If they don't go to the gym, their day is off, right? They're out of whack, And that's kind of where you want to get to the point where, I don't want to say it's a necessity, but you almost need it in your day. You need to do something, a walk, run, whatever it is, at some point be physically active. And what an advantage it would be right now with the current situation to be healthy, right? A lot of people are scared. Our clientele is going up right now, right? And no disrespect to any of them, but it's a little late to want to get healthy now, right? Yeah. Just imagine if you were healthy. Like I've seen tons of people get it that are healthy and all they got was a fever. Or something like that, right? Yeah. The cardiovascular had no problems. So it's so deep. Fitness is huge.
Yeah. So my next question I wanted to ask is like, how do you stay motivated? Like before you even get to the point to where you bring a trainer into the picture, how do you get motivated to keep going, to stay consistent with those goals?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's where it all starts too, is your why. What is your reason for doing this? Do you just want to transform? You just want to before and after? Do you have children? Do you have grandchildren? Right? I'm never gonna forget. This lady came to me, and she said, "Mike, I'm here because my grandson ran into the street and I couldn't catch him." Like, and that was a wake up call. She was like, I can't move to go get him, you know, and that's not okay because now my daughter can't let him stay with me because I'm unable to keep up, and I want to be able to keep up. You just gotta find that reason for you. For me, I just want to be here a long time. I want to see my great grandkids. You know, like that's my ultimate goal. Is to be around here and not just be around, but like be able to move. My grandpa came over here the other day, 80 years old.
Oh yeah.
And I took a picture of him.
Yeah.
And he got down on the floor with the baby, and I panicked. I said, "Oh man, I'm gonna help him get up." And he played for about 10, 15 minutes with my baby in the floor. And I was like, "All right, Grandpa, you ready to get up?" He was like, he looked at me like, "What you talking about?" Like, he got up on one knee, got up unassisted. And I said, "Grandpa, you been working out?" He said, 30 minutes every day. 30 minutes every day. And he says his doctors tell him, like, you're like one of my 50-year-old patients. And this is him at 80.
Wow.
Able to move, plays golf every day. And so when I see that, like, that's just a case and evidence that it's real. Just keep moving. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I just, and for me, like I said, the why is to be around for my great grandkids. And I want to be that pop in the chair that's just chilling, you know, like, man, I ain't doing it, you know? Like, I want to be that guy. And then for other people, maybe it was a bad breakup, right? Maybe you were disrespected because of how you look. Maybe, like, whatever that is, hold on to it, put it somewhere, put it on a sticky note on the mirror, whatever it is, and take a look at it every day. I have a big family sticker on my window. That's why. And when I roll out of bed and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Oh, I really don't. And by the time I'm hitting those back molars, I done looked up at it and I'm like, okay, you know what? But that's why you're doing it. All right, now let's go. You know, so just finding something that really motivates you. You know, to get out of bed, and not just something. What I hate is when I hear like, "Oh, Mike, I got a trip, I got a vacation." Well, vacation ain't forever, right? And so it's just a one-time thing. Like, find a deep rooted, deep meaningful why. Not just your trip you're gonna have, unless you're going on one every week, and then you're balling. So I don't know, but so just find that passion. That's it. That is really the start. That mindset, and then saying why. Why am I doing this?
Right.
Gotcha.
I guess another question is as somebody that's starting, how is there a time span of how often you should work out? Like, just one time a week if you've never done it before, or is it twice a week for, you know, is there like a certain, I know you can definitely overdo it, but I mean, is there a underdo too? Because I feel like I do that. Like, I work out one time a week and be like, "Oh, girl, you good. You swole. Look at you."
Yes, there is a fine line there, because what I don't want everybody to think they have to do is come out the gate 7 days a week. No, rest is definitely a factor. Sleep is a factor. So to start out, I love to keep everybody about the 3 times a week range. 3 times. That could be a simple Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever you want to do, because we do need to decompress and let the body. Now, when you got the trainer and we're telling you, okay, it's time to up it, don't push back, because we see something you can't, right?
Yeah.
Once I see you get comfortable and you coming back and we've lost the chatter of, damn, I'm so sore. Once I don't hear that no more and I see you moving better, all right, hey, let's throw in another day. Let's throw in another. What? No. Let's throw in another day. Or if it ain't another day, when I say, hey, let's go up 2 more pounds. Let's go up 10 more pounds. You know, whatever the case may be. Just trust the process. You know, but like, to your point though, honestly, 3 is kind of my starter for beginners. If I see that's a lot, regress. Pull it back to 2 days. You know, if they were just feeling really sore to the point of discomfort, you can always scale back, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
So how important is it to have your family there to support you through the process?
It is huge. It is huge, and I say that in the sense of if they're supporting you through this, the sky's the limit. Like if you have a backing, now and I'll say this too: if they don't support you, that's still not an excuse. Okay, you still got to get it done. But to your point, definitely it is easier. And for me, for my wife to be like, to say little things like, "Hey, work out today." You know, that's huge for me. You know, even when she sees me, like I'm about to take what you call a rest day. Hey, I'm about to chill out today. Hey, she come back in. She went on a run. Hey, did you work out? And you gotta go at that point, right? She comes in sweating, like looking at you like, "What's up?" You know. So having your family and then them understanding you, like my mother-in-law. But Christmas time, I know I'm getting all the new gear. She's getting me all the new Nike shorts, the thermal, everything. So her knowing I love to work out, it's just little stuff like that, right? And it might not be even monetary. It might be just them going with you. Mimi, you said you're a great cheerleader, right? Oh, you can stand right there and cheer me on anytime, right? It's just an added boost. It's just an added boost to have that support. But like I said before, that is not an excuse.
Right.
That is not an excuse because I have tons of female clients who husbands are not going to work out. Voiced it. No, I'm not going to work out with you. I'm not going to. That does not stop them from showing up in that parking lot and getting down with it. You know, so that too is very touchy. You know, does it suck to not have your family support? Of course. Yeah. Of course. Nobody wants to be in anything alone, but be bigger than it. If you don't have it, don't let that stop you. Don't let it be a roadblock.
And I feel like you can use it as a motivation thing too. Like, oh, y'all don't believe in me? Watch. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was gonna say also about, I know like with Camp Gladiator, I feel like the community is a big thing also, because if you don't have the support of your family, you still have that community. Yeah. So what do you think about that? You know, as an alternative?
Definitely. And you know, like to your point, community, you're gonna find even in not even our setting, just a gym setting, right? You're gonna meet people that you see every day. That fifth time you see that person, it's gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It's gonna turn into a head nod. Yeah. That head nod's gonna turn to conversation. That conversation is gonna turn in who you work out with. Now you gotta work out, buddy. Right? Yeah. So just relationship building, and we're big on that. That's kind of what separates us, I guess, from the rest of the industry, is that community is immediate. We tolerate no shaming. We tolerate no profanity, no vulgarness, no shaming of any kind at our locations when we run these workouts. Matter of fact, it's quite awkward because have you ever just walked up to a group of random people and somebody just, well, not right now, but somebody walk up, give you a high five, say, "Hey, what's your name? You want to work out with me?" Like that doesn't happen, right? Yeah. So we kind of force you out of that shell immediately. We're not going to give you time to do the awkward, I'm just going to go to the back thing. And matter of fact, me, I'll embarrass you. You go to the back, I'll switch my whole setup and move that to the front. I'll move where you are into to the front, just to make you immerse yourself in what's going on, because I don't want you to reclude. You know, you're going back, now you're back in the shell that I'm trying to get you out of, you know. So community is huge. And my job is halfway done. I don't even have to send out those texts of get to camp, get here, be here. They do it themselves. They have group chats. Different who's going to Mike's evening today. I'll be there. I'll be there. I ain't gonna go. Why not? They getting on each other like in the chat, so I don't have to do nothing. And then like they'll come like, "I'm here." I'm like, what you looking like that for, man? Angie got on me, so Anthony got on me. Like they said I need to get here, and they celebrate each other. Yeah. We've had so many drive-by parades for birthdays and just everything. And it's a family away from your family. So if you don't have one, you're about to get one with us for sure.
Well, is there a time frame for when you're working out to see results? Like you said, 4 weeks. If somebody is trying to lose weight, okay, 4 weeks is not enough. Is it like 8 weeks, or is it maybe 2 months, or does it just depend on like maybe your body type or your nutrition? And all
that? There's several factors. Now I'll say this: in that 4 weeks, you are going to see some results. You are going to see some results if your trainer is truly applying principles and and the correct practices, and you're doing your part at home. That nutrition you talked about, right? Don't be coming back to me when we finish a workout and you rolling by going to get the hot and spicy. Like, I can't do nothing with that, and you cannot outwork bad eating habits. It's not a tit for tat thing. Oh, I burned 1,000 calories. Okay, I can have that Big Mac. No, it doesn't work like that because you need good nutrition, good nutrients going into your body. And I'll say this, I've had some amazing, 4-week testimonials, like 8 pounds, 3% body fat drop in a month. But that person was diligent with their water intake, counting their calories, making sure they were getting the proper protein, carbs, making sure they were doing everything correctly. If you do that and you really apply yourself, you really try, the results are a must, because especially if you're out there with us, we're going to put you to the test. We're going to really get you out of that comfort zone, because that's where the magic is. I have a rule: you can't say the C word, and that's can't. Can't say that in my workout.
How do you, I guess when it comes to nutrition, how do you go from your regular eating habits,
which are bad,
to switch up, because it's almost like exercise, you have to get into you have to transition. It's a journey. So how do you transition through that journey to get to better eating habits?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. What you said, transitioning is a huge word. Bits and pieces at a time. Drop the soda. Drop the snacks. Drop something settled. Don't go from Cokes, burgers, and fries to vegan the next day. You're not going to be successful. It's not going to work.
Boy, that could take right there, boy.
It's cold turkey is tough. It's just like somebody that smokes cigarettes. When you tell them stop, they go through some stuff, right? Sugar is a drug. It is a drug for real. So just weaning yourself off, finding supplements, fruits. There's other stuff you can add that has the same taste as sugar. I'll talk to y'all about that offline. That's free game. But you got there's something out there you can add to sweeten your food. Seasonings with that are just better for you. Yeah. You can eat good and still make it healthy for you. And it's just about doing your due diligence or your research, to make it fun. And then how cool would that be for y'all to make that a date night thing? Where y'all prep y'all's food together. You see what I'm saying? It's just little stuff you can do to make it fun. And I love messing with my wife while she's cooking and stuff. I ain't eating that. Just to nitpick at her, but she likes it. She tries to act like she don't like it, but she likes it when I mess with her and stuff like that. But I really do appreciate her taking that pressure off of me, and that goes back to that family thing, right? She supports me in this. So when I say I want to do something, she tried vegan with me for a little while. She won't do it again. She told me that, but she definitely tried it with me for a little while, and we felt great. We really did. It really did wonders for us. But with all these children running around, that cheese, man, it was hard to get rid of.
So, I actually want to ask a question about energy. So, how would you feel that exercise changes, or I maybe not energy is the word, maybe your lifestyle, because how I see it everywhere. When you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, you go on all of these different social media platforms, where once somebody start exercising, whatever it is that they get from exercise, it bleeds over into everything in their life. Their job, they loving their job now. They loving their marriage. They, the family is getting along. Everything is good. What can you say, I guess, from your experience that you've gotten out of it that kind of poured over into everything else?
Okay, so what I'll say is the first thing you probably think about when you hear exercise or anything is fatigue, right? You just think about that moment of being tired, and yes, it's gonna come during your workout session, but you're releasing endorphins and things like that that are gonna pick your spirits up and lift you up. I have a group of 30 to 40 people that do not miss my 4:45 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday class because they need it to get through the day. And if they miss it, they're off because it's just a boost for them. So they come get that work in, shower, on to the job. Let's go crush this day, you know. I have those that won't miss evenings. They come to decompress. Ooh, that was a long day of work. Let me get it out, you know. And then that being said too, fitness right now is really glamorized. It's really glamorized right now. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because, you know, with being in that space and, you know, getting all that stress and stuff out, you have no choice but to be happy. Yeah. Like, you know, like it has to go somewhere. So maybe it is spilling over to work. Maybe it is spilling over to your marriage. My wife knows when I don't work out. She's like, you need to go move something heavy right now. Go. Like, she knows. So, like, it's just a big outlet. And then for me, that's what it did for my life, you know, on so many facets. It just made me, you know, a better person, man. And that's just what I want to be. I just want to be known for being a good person and just caring about everybody and trying to be as positive as I could at all times, you know. Now I'm gonna have my moments. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a moment where it's like, hey, get back.
That's everybody.
Get back. You know, but you know, I try for the most part to keep that fitness there for me because if I am frustrated, I'm not gonna take it out on a human being. I can take it out on that iron, you know. So that's just for me, you know, what it is. But it's weird. Like you said, it all seems to come together. I just thought about it when you said that. Like, man, my trips are funner. Like everything is just like a whole lot better. Like, so exactly like you said. I had a guy. He has a business, and he said, "Mike, man, thank you." And I was like, "For what, Mr. Larry?" He said, "Man, I closed that deal. I look so good in that suit, man. I just had no choice but to go with it, you know." And it's just, like I'm like. Good. You know, I'm glad you're feeling good about yourself. And then so he said, yeah, man, I had to go get it changed and tailored. And, you know, so it just, I love it. I love fitness and what it can do for you, man. I really do.
It's definitely a lifestyle change. Like I said, I see it. I don't know. It's just, like you said, it makes you happy. Yeah. Like it makes you feel like even if, because it's a journey. And as long as you understand that journey, that it takes time, then you'll be happy with whatever results come out of that.
And you see what I'm saying? I think that's the point, knowing that it takes time. Because like I said, for me, I'll be thinking I'm gonna work out on Monday and I'm gonna be fine by Friday because I worked out hard on Monday. But like you said, it's a real journey. So it's something that you have to literally get your mind set for to know, like, okay, on Monday I worked out. Okay, if you skip Tuesday, that's okay, but we got to get back on it on Wednesday. Like, you can't just stop, because if you stop 3-7 years later, you know what? They don't look good working out. Look at them. Get it?
Like y'all had the right mindset too when y'all said it's a journey, because I'm not gonna act like I'm going in that gym every day and setting a personal record, because I have them days where I can't lift my lightest, you know, and it's just like, man, it was a bad day. But embracing that moment of failure and turning it into something else. Just saying, you know what, I'm gonna attack this tomorrow. It's gonna be better tomorrow. You know, I gave it my best today. You know, I gave what I had today, and being okay with that, being okay with those days where it isn't the best. Well, when I go on my run, I just feel like I can't catch my breath today. This is not gonna be a good run. You know, that's okay. It's okay. You know, that's called being human. It's called being human. You know, so.
We got time for one more question. What you got?
Let's find a juicy one. I don't know. Oh, here we go. How do you keep your, I mean, not even really workout, but like, how do you keep yourself fit or continue to do your classes and all of that with children? Like, how does that work? Like, even if clients have kids, or with your kids, you got 3 little cute little babies, you know. So how do you, and then they're girls too. So I know, you know, attention for us as girls, we need it. So it's like, how do you keep all of that together and still keep a positive outlook on life in general, but also keep up your regimen of, you know, working out?
Yes, truly finding that life balance and harmony the best way you can. And one of the beauties is, you know, with my wife is when I do go to the workout or whatever, she like, I don't, it's like uncoached, she gets the girl. She's like, go. And vice versa. You know, if I'm there in that moment, if I'm not at a meeting or something, I'm there and she's like, I want to work out. Having a partner helps. And then in some cases too, finding the right program for you. So for example, right now we have virtual options. So it would behoove those moms who are that stay-at-home mom and don't have much help at home, get up early while they're asleep. Yeah. Get it done. That way, you know, and vice versa. So if you do have that husband, he's out the door by 6:30. I got a 4:45. You got no excuse, sweetheart. Get up, come get it done. Shower. You'll be done with your shower before, you know, he's out the door.
Right.
And he can watch those kids for 10 minutes.
Right.
He can watch them sleep for 10 minutes, you know, and vice versa. So, what I would say is finding that right program that's gonna fit your schedule and get a schedule. Don't wing it. Do not wing it. It makes it so hard when you try to fly by the seat of your pants, you know. So if you know when your kids go down for a nap, maybe that's the time. You know, if you know when they eat breakfast, you know when they have this practice, so that just find that time for you. And I had a lady, matter of fact, today was her 100th workout with me.
Okay.
She came in, she's looking great too. She said, Mike, I really want to try to fit this in, but my daughter, volleyball and a lot of stuff, you know, but I told her, you know, but what about you? You know, you got to get selfish here, you know, because you want to be around to see all of that, you know, the college graduation and all of that stuff, because wouldn't it be a shame to not be here because all you did was worry about everybody else? And I call it there that time, even when the kids come out with their parents, we have a huddle, hey, bring it in. Hey, leave mom and dad alone right now. Got some toys with you, rock it out. Y'all can go rock it out over there.
Yeah.
They need to focus right now, right? And they appreciate it too. You know, I'm joking with the kids. Right. I like to mess around. I'll do little stuff. I'll bring my chalk out and coloring books and different things to keep them occupied, because I know what that hour really and truly means for somebody that's under a lot of stress. And being a parent is very stressful. So I know what a blessing it can be just to have an outlet there, because you can't toss the babies around, but you can toss some weights around, you know. So.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, man, that's, hey.
I feel like I need to go run.
Well, I love it, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Before we get off of here, if you want to share anything that you have that you want to share with the audience, right now, I'm giving you the floor to do that.
All you.
Okay. All right, yo. So actually right now we have a 4-week special going on right now. You're going to get 4 weeks with a certified personal trainer. We have over 1,000 trainers across the nation, and you can access us all virtually. We've been very safe right now. We do have some in-person locations going, and we are practicing social distancing. 10 by 10. 10 by 10. We're not even doing the 6-foot stuff. So we're taking it very serious. No shared equipment, nothing like that. Guess how much that costs? $3.99. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. $3.99. So just cool. Gotta find me on social media, Mike Kelly on Facebook. Mention _Mike 512 on Instagram, and we'll get you signed up. I mean, absolutely free. There is you don't even put in a credit card or nothing. Give me your phone number, your email, and you are signed up. Like that's it.
That's what's up.
That's simple. To get people, get them kick-started for the summer, you know, and get them rocking and rolling. And what better place to do that than with Camp Gladiator in our community?
That's what's up. That's summer body. Get your summer body right. Because I'm trying to get my abs back. You know. Hey man, look.
They left the building.
I'm telling you, hey, everybody been seeing this. This Corona 15, like you the extra.
Oh, it's real.
That is real.
Man.
That
I'm
is
like,
so
It's real.
dude, like I can't help it because all I'm doing, I'm working and I'm eating, working, eating. I'm at the desk. Now I go to the kitchen. At the desk, I can't
It's real.
stop.
It's real.
It is.
That temptation, man. Yeah, but I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Love you both. So good to see y'all. Yes, man.
Yes. Thank y'all. Thank you. ETE fam, y'all make sure y'all go and check out Mike Kelly on all his social media platforms. Make sure you take a class. We're gonna take a class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a class. I'm
We
gonna
don't-
work out. I ain't saying
Look,
I'm
we-
gonna record it because I'm gonna make sure y'all see that I did it. All my sweat. I ain't gonna spray no water. I'm gonna make sure y'all know it's wet. So y'all can see that we worked out, okay? So y'all make sure, thank you, Mike, again for taking the time and talking with us, getting us right, because we're gonna be fit with Mike. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you, ET Squad. We will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.